Actually, the very first time I met Ryan, I was testing Daytona. Danica and I were gonna go grab some breakfast at Cracker Barrel, and I can't remember if I don't think Lindsay was with him at the time, but he was in there eating, and he just happened to be in Daytona, and coming to check out the test, and so it was really neat that we just ran into him right there. I've always been a fan of motocross, so I knew exactly who he was, and we just really kind of hit it off from there. Talking with him over the last few years and being around him, I guess I wasn't too surprised. I know there's a lot of things in his life that he wants to still accomplish and do, and man, he always dedicated so much time to the sport and how much time it took to actually be a motocross and supercross champion. It was a lot. So I wasn't too surprised. I think when you finally see somebody retire, even though you kind of know it's coming, it's like, dang, that's crazy. I've been to quite a few races that after we became friends that he's been at, and just really seeing the way he's able to balance getting his head right, being able to just go in and talk to him. He's so relaxed. You wouldn't know that the A-Main's coming up. He's, kind of hanging out with us, talking to us. And, I think it's one of the great attributes about him is being able to kind of flip the light switch on when he really needs to focus. And so that's what I noticed a lot, going to the races when he was racing. Man, there's so many things that go along with Ryan. I feel like everybody says, he's always consistent. But I feel like being consistent is one thing, but always being able to turn it up that extra notch, even when you're consistent, is something that I think a lot of people, have a hard time doing, is taking it to that next level. On the dirt bike, that's him. But then always off the dirt bike, I always think about, just how humble of a guy he is, how nice he is. The charity work that he does for St. Jude, to see the big event that he does for them. And, he's just very humble and really, even if he's racing on the weekend, back when he was racing every weekend, he was always texting me saying, hey, good luck this weekend, go get it. I mean, he's paying attention to my races, I feel like more than he was paying attention to his, and that was always neat. The thing that stands out about the 2017 season is you had injuries, you had people that stepped up at times to go out and make a championship battle out of it, and Ryan never wavered, did his own thing, and didn't pay attention to all the hype of Ken or Eli, and just kind of stuck to his goals. And I talked to him after Daytona, and I told him that was probably the best ride I've ever seen. And to see the emotion, he didn't never really show emotion, but you could tell that this year was just like getting to him mentally and fighting really hard to stay in it. And I think that ride, to me, I texted him, was like, holy cow, that could be your championship moment right there, is, fighting back after that. And so he had to do that a lot throughout the season. So I feel like the 2017 season for Ryan was really kind of, overcoming adversity, bad starts at the wrong times, and being able to fight through that. And I think you saw the other competitors not be able to do that. And so I thought that was really the kind of the whole season. I could kind of tell this season was kind of mentally draining on him after doing it so many years. And you go back and look at, these kids when they start riding dirt bikes, and it's full on if you want to make it to the top of training and riding dirt bikes every single day. And, I could kind of tell that he was trying to take his mind off of things throughout the season. I mean, he was wanting to come up and, I got some asphalt road course go-karts he wants to go ride with me, and, get on some, dirt cars every now and then, and just he wanted to kind of get his mind away from, the grind every week. And so, when I talk about with him about, the life he wants to, have a family with Lindsay and not be selfish and, really put all his effort into motocross like he has been, and really just be, open to a family guy, and still, he's still got a lot of things he wants to accomplish. He doesn't know exactly what that's going to be or what that looks like yet, but I think the possibilities outside of dirt bikes are, it's really wide open for him. He's, like I told him, he's still young, so he's got a lot of time to kind of figure out what he wants to do next. But I told him to relax, chill out, don't jump into anything yet. It's hard to say, whether there's going to be another Ryan Dungey or not. People said the same thing about McGrath and Ricky, and then you got these guys that would come in and win a lot and win fast, but then not be able to sustain it. I think his podium finishes are something that I think a lot of kids need to strive for, not just winning 10 races or 9 races in a season. I think there's going to be a lot of kids that are going to try to learn from what Ryan's done, and maybe you'll see another one that comes in, and you always got people that come in and break records, just like Ryan was breaking records throughout his career. So, but nobody really lives up to the same level of each rider. I think everybody's got their own little bit that they add to it.